motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
Okay, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay. Public issues. Oath of office for new deputy reserves. Okay. So we have several here tonight. Mr. Sips, Chief?
All right, we have 3 reserves who have completed their initial pre-basic training. We're getting ready to go ahead and FTO, send them through their field training officer program, and so we can get them out on the road. So if I could have those 3 come on up here so that the town clerk, go ahead, come on over here, so the town clerk can swear you all in.
So I'm not gonna read it, I'm just gonna ask all of you, and you can read it together, but insert your name. Get that real quick. I got names. I got that one right.
Robinson. Hey, we do it. Yeah, right there too.
Okay, so just, if you would start and read it out loud.
I, Travis Owens, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Indiana, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge my duties of Reserve Deputy of the town of Spencer, Owen County, Indiana, according to the law and to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Thank you very much.
Guys, go ahead and turn around, sign, then I got a real quick presentation I'm sure you guys have probably been waiting on.
I'll take these, and I'll get a copy.
All right, and now,
Whoops.
Officer Samuel Robinson, Officer Daniel Pose, and Officer Travis Floyd, I present you with your badges. All right, congratulations.
Awesome. Welcome to the force.
Oh, of course, I never pass that photo off.
You didn't read today's paper, huh?
Hold your badges or something, guys. Looks cool.
That's true.
Juggling over here.
All right.
Welcome to the force, guys.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
All right, awesome.
Come around here and give me a handshake here, buddy.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Glad you're with us now. Make the best of it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So here, open button.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
I've been sitting here snapping myself.
Okay. All right.
Very good.
Well, that's always good to have a positive thing.
Yeah, started off that way.
Yes, yeah.
If you guys wanna hang out for the entire meeting, oh, I'm sorry, I'm speaking on your thunder.
No, you're not either. You can stay or you can go. It's whatever you guys want to
Most
do. So
everybody.
it gets pretty boring.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to write my driver's license number down?
If you could, just make a copy for me real quick. I need yours too, Travis, if I can get a copy of your driver's license.
Is somebody back there for the copy machine? Or I can open, it's available up here.
Oh, thank you, sure.
So if
Yeah,
anybody
I'll take
wants
your
to
license
take a
right
copy.
now. And then I've already got Sam a key, I'll get you guys your keys.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent. All right. Good deal. All right. Next on board, Julie Coffin.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Julie.
Happy to say I have shown tell.
Good.
I have copies for the 3 council members,
All right.
but maybe for the moment, Richard can have one to look at. You two can share, and
I don't know.
you
You
two
two
can
can share.
So this is the next step. You saw pencil drawings several months ago, and we gave
Like sharing.
Rondell Ernstberger feedback. And so now they've refined the drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, what's here is pie in the sky for
Sure.
the empty lot,
Uh-huh.
which is just, something to just hold up here for a while.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a dramatic
Have you-
improvement of
Have
that.
you had any
Oh my God,
conversations with them,
yeah.
Julie?
Yeah.
I cannot get to the man, but we're working on Plan F right now, so
Uh-huh.
I'm working on it. Every week I do something. Haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah.
So concentrate, a couple pages in on the arch drawings.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Because
Can we hold it down a little bit out there, please?
they're fancy.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Looks good. Big improvement. Looks like John's got some more trees put in here.
Yeah, come on, Hunter.
A couple of
I'll get my shovel.
specifics, we ended up going with some subtle uplighting. So at night, there'll be just a subtle spot that lights up the columns, just a little bit. We wanted to, we're gonna minimize the light pollution, but that's what the lighting is probably gonna end up being. Also, at the base of the columns is a granite kind of extension, a larger footprint at the base of the columns, where there can be some, which will contain some plantings, so that, the column feels a little bit more substantial instead of just a thing sticking up out of the ground. And the granite will withstand the salt and things that happen on the streets in the winter, so.
Pretty cool.
Is there a symbolism to the copper centerpiece?
It
Yes.
echoes it will echo the shape of the courthouse
Oh,
dome.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a pretty rough rendering of what we have in mind.
Gotta be pretty silvered out, I would coppered out.
We'll try to match it to the dome at the exact moment when the arch goes up.
Right.
Get the
Be a
hammer and
moving-
snaps out.
It's gonna be a moving target,
Yeah, that's a garden on both sides of the column.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, north and south,
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
What's a flexible
Don't.
lawn?
I'm not
Okay.
gonna say anything negative, Cheryl,
No.
but I do like, after I've seen it, I do like that idea with the park beside it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes,
Such a dream, yes.
Yes, it is. But it's,
that
that's
is,
how it starts.
that beautiful.
Right,
Yeah, it would be great. I think it'd be great.
Just don't have that property, it's the only problem.
what she means by flexible lawn
Yeah.
is it could be a little gathering space, or it could just be
Used for different purposes.
Yeah.
empty
Yeah.
space,
They
or
would have a
whatever.
party there or something. Or music, they could play music there in the summer.
Yeah, have you seen, the pavilion they have up at Martinsville?
No,
Block north of the courthouse,
okay,
okay? On the east side of the courthouse, go straight up. They took a street, they took a lot like that there, made a really nice, venue for music and whatever. And, they just blocked that street off and everybody gathers. They also have one at Crawfordsville too.
Downtown Mooresville has a small.
Okay, yeah, it makes it really nice. They have bands, they have
You know,
all
we're
sorts
working
of.
on something at Cooper's for that.
Yes.
Yeah, this is for the people going down our main drive,
Mhm.
Yeah,
which will
yeah,
draw
yeah,
in
yeah.
and,
Yeah,
I mean.
Yeah, that'd be great to have a little part of that there.
that looks nice.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't gone into no more detail of what it would look like.
yeah. So,
Their part is
Main
today.
Street is going to, reveal this to the public basically at our meeting next
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Monday.
Yeah.
And for each of you, you have this already, but just to have it in front of your face, we would love to have all of you here at the table as our guests at the meeting next Monday.
This coming,
Yes.
Next Monday, August
Your
11th.
annual meeting.
Lisa has surgery. I can't be there.
We're hoping for it okay.
So each of you and a plus
Those
one
are two.
if you
I mean,
wish,
you got-
we'd love to see you at the meeting because, we're all moving forward on this together.
I know.
Mike, did you have a question?
No, that's your annual meeting as well.
Right,
Yes.
and it's at Avery Farm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dinner and everything,
Man.
so, darn it,
It's all right. Nothing you can do about it, so.
no.
So I guess the only other thing to say is, obviously the committee will be hard at work in the coming weeks, figuring out what the fundraising plan is for the arch. And
If you haven't flipped to the last page and see what it looks like.
Well, it starts like now.
It's like down for
It's
some.
yeah, it's pretty dramatic, isn't it?
Oh, maybe it's not the last.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know
It's
if you
the
have
next to
that.
last.
Right there,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah, he does.
Okay. Isn't that sad?
Mm-hmm.
But all those places I talked about did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you start with an empty lot and then you
Yeah,
go.
and one of them was an old nasty business that they left, so.
That would be the same view from
Mhm.
Oregon. What it is
Boy,
now, what it
that,
should
I mean,
look
that's
like.
right at the heart of town, draws you right into the
Draws
courthouse.
you right down the
Talk to
courthouse,
them all
yeah.
about that
Nice.
property after the meeting.
That would make the
Very
whole
nice.
town look so much
Find the
nicer.
opportunity.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, but it looks good.
All right, glad you think so.
You haven't contacted Mr. Martin yet.
Not yet, but
It's hard to get hold of them. We were gonna ask you.
I know where his house is, Julie.
We can go down and do a
Go
little,
drive right up to his driveway and say, hey, Tom, get out of here.
Look at these designs, doesn't
Tiffany
this look
said
nice?
that she has that you contact the attorney instead.
Yeah.
Is that something you could give to, okay.
Yeah, we could.
So tomorrow I'll just have her call Tiffany and get that
Yes,
contact
please.
information.
Mm.
Okay,
Yep.
There, we got that.
that's plan F. Okay. I'll do
Yeah.
that
Even
tomorrow.
better than,
Yeah.
Okay.
than I thought.
Give me 5 minutes to brief her in the morning, okay?
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
So I should call at 9:04?
Well, try 10.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Hey,
Thank you.
wish you the best.
All right.
Oh, and everything else around the square, really nice.
very nice.
Yes.
How about those hanging baskets?
How about
Oh
those
my
hanging
God, they
baskets?
look
There's a little
fantastic.
room to walk up there. Some of the
I
branches are
watered them
getting a little
Sunday.
close.
Close, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That'll be addressed later.
Okay.
They look nice.
All right, thank you,
All
Julie.
right, thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay. Next in public issues, Commonwealth invoice 63656. Have you got it, Cheryl?
Yes. I think. Oh, come on. It's in here.
Okay.
Already, I got too much stuff on my desk.
There
That was a
it is.
last minute thing too.
Okay. This invoice is for basic engineering service rendered through May 31st, 2025. Task order 2024-04. Phase 1 wastewater improvement project. And the total is $22,800.
Oh, I don't have room the way we have to do these to put anything on here anymore.
Yeah, it is.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Makes it tough, don't it?
Yeah.
The design, that's what they're working on.
The design, yeah, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 But we've allocated around $1.6 million yet to go.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll
I
second.
guess you already did that.
I have a motion, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right. There you go, Cheryl. All right. Any other, oh, we have the
Yes,
Apple Butter Festival. Yes, Jimmy. You wanna come up? No? All right.
I'll answer any questions or try to if you have any, but
All right.
it's pretty much.
We have our annual event registration for the Apple Butter Festival for the Spencer Lions Club. Mr. Query is here tonight on behalf of them. Is there any changes, dramatic changes or anything?
Pretty much the same thing, the parade will run the same route. We'll still need the, across the railroad, where we had people last year, we'll probably fill that again this
Okay.
year. It's becoming an animal unto itself.
Okay, all right. Okay, then, take a look. So,
And we do have the same people that did our trash last year slated to,
okay, they did a good job last
They did.
year. They did a really nice job. Yeah. So, I'm glad to hear that.
That was just an awful lot last year.
Yeah, yeah, it was, it was.
But we know it's the same,
Copy paste.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all same.
Yep. I'll make a motion to approve the apple butter request form.
Okay,
September 20th and 21st?
No, is it, oh, 2021st, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll second. We got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye. Okay. Okay.
Well,
It's easy whenever.
Oh.
Then they'll change it.
We need to sign it somewhere on
Yeah.
third page or second page.
oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
All three of us, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, thank you.
And you're free to go.
Thanking one's done. Got a long way to go still. I do appreciate it. Good thing Mike keeps saying. I'll get ahold of you about the, great.
Sounds good. Take care.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
All right, moving on to department reports, board liaison.
Yes, sir, I have a few items here. I've got some old stuff still on here, so I gotta filter through. A couple weeks ago, Terry and I worked on reviewing the 5-year plan, since he's the new chief.
Sure.
So we just were going over what needed to be done, what was already done, just kind of developing it a little further, but we still have a little bit more work to go on that before we kind of bring everyone in on it. FEMA, so I reached out to Jack White. I have not received a response, but I received an email Friday from IDEM saying that they were going to, they were looking forward to seeing all of us at a follow-up meeting, of which they have not set a date to my knowledge. So I'm trying to figure out exactly when that's going to occur, and they want 2 representatives to be present at that. One will be going out to each site to show the damages, and I kind of figured if Ryan was inclined, it's mostly his damages
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, sewer plant.
And then I would take care of the documentation side of that
Okay.
as the
Sounds
second
good.
individual. But that being said, it kind of puts Ryan in limbo with whether we order a new decanter or not. So it's kind of, I was hoping to have an answer from Jack White today, but like I said, I've not heard anything. Another issue that was brought up, Terry will bring it up later, there's a potential issue with one of our employee policies, but I will let him discuss that during his time.
Okay.
I have received a request from Marcy King for $8,500 to go toward the Creative Convergence Team and Arts Commission / Amphitheater project for Cooper Park. So I have that email pulled up here. Essentially, the total cost was $20,000, but she's requesting $8,500 to cover nonprofit filing, PO box mailing costs, artist incentives, website development, and the planning for the amphitheater project, which would count toward matching of the entire scope of the Lilly Grant project, because that's a 20% match that the county would have to be a part of. But I just wanted to let you know, you don't have to necessarily agree to it today. Marcy has offered to come in next meeting if you decide to hold off until then. But just wanted to let you know about that.
She's gonna be here anyway,
Yeah,
the 18th, so.
yeah, so we can
Yeah.
hold off until then. I was also notified of a potential opportunity by Marcy. There's a program called Sustaining Hoosier but it's an IUERI, Environmental Resilience Institute program, where they provide a group of students to work for a community for an entire year at no cost to the town. So essentially, we would have to prepare a proposal by October 1st. I am planning to attend the seminar on the 22nd of August to find out more details on the what needs to be proposed, if it's something that we want to pursue. But you know, at face value, I think it's at least worth looking into. And as soon as I have more information on that, I will give that to you. Electronic Waste Day was this weekend. I borrowed the street department truck. Thank you guys for offering that to me. And that was awesome. We were able to get rid of that copier that's sitting in the
Oh,
back.
good.
in the back of the municipal building, as well as
big
some
one.
other items. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I wanted to keep it as short and sweet as I could.
Thank you, Hunter. The Electronics Day, I think, was a pretty good
I
deal
took some
for
stuff
everybody.
It was
Yeah, I know it was.
smooth, yeah.
They were very well organized.
They wouldn't even let me take the thing out of the truck because they wouldn't. I mean, there was no line behind me, but they wanted people moving. And,
Real quick.
yeah, I got rid of those, old iPhones that you don't know what to do with the batteries and old
Yeah.
20-volt batteries and made them disappear. It was great.
All right, next, Chief. Wanna tell us what's going on?
Good evening.
Good evening.
The brief from us here at the police department, as far as personnel, you just saw the new reserves, you met them, they're progressing, we swore them in. So that's pretty much personnel issues except for the thing that Hunter touched on. That's gonna, I think we need to review a certain policy that we have. It may not be completely in accordance to a new law, and so without putting too much of that out there, because I don't know if it is written. So we'll get with, if it's okay to get with you, Richard, I brought some paperwork and get with you and give that to you and let you review it, because there's some case law involved as well as statute law. And so it's went back and forth a couple times, and amendments and everything like that. So I think that would be worth the attorney's time to, for us, to get that reviewed. Equipment, vehicles, still working with the Commission One. Now, I don't know if it's a AC issue. It could, well, it has an AC issue, but might possibly also be a transmission issue on that. So it's a 2016, so it's nearing its, or past its lifetime for a police vehicle, so we may be requesting that, some stuff on that. However, the old Commission 6 and old Commission 7, which would be the blue Ford, and the old Explorer that we have out there, I would like to get permission, or you all declare that as surplus. So I'm requesting a vote on that, maybe to declare that surplus. My recommendation on that would be, at this time, I don't think it's worth the time to try to finagle a trade-in value on it. My recommendation.
Just sell them straight out?
Sell them straight out, do a bid, and Richard would have all the information on how to take care of that. I'll get the VINs and all the information to him and to the board, should we decide to go ahead and surplus those items. And we'll just continue from there on those. That way, that gets that out, and what I recommend is, of course, that go back into our vehicle fund to defray the cost of another vehicle.
So let's get a motion on that now.
Yeah.
Before we get ahead of ourselves. Mike, sound good to you to surplus them?
Sure does.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to surplus the two vehicles, the blue Ford, and remind me of the other one?
It's an old Ford Explorer.
Explorer.
2016 Ford Explorer Interceptor.
I'll second it.
All right, we got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Other thing on equipment is I'm gonna be, if possible, I've already talked to Cheryl about this, may not need to a new computer. We're bottlenecking back there with, we're getting more officers on duty, so we're starting to bottleneck, and the unfortunate fact is that we have to be on computers more now. Not my choice, but we have to be on there, so it may not meet the requirements for me to request permission from the board, but I want to make the board aware of it anyway. We would be getting a new one. Depends, I don't think it's gonna be over $1,000.
Okay.
I doubt it.
So, I just want to let you all.
Are you getting a laptop or are you getting?
No, we're getting another desktop for a desk back there. We have a
Okay.
desk without,
I'm
a
still not,
computer.
I'm trying to talk them into a laptop anyway. Because they had old, you know, they had the old desktops.
Sure.
That, when you upgrade, you usually get the
Desktop,
a
yeah.
laptop
So-
and a screen, but
Yeah,
it's up to
Whatever you wanna do.
Yes, whatever you
All
want
right.
to do.
We'll look into both options and see
Okay,
which
I'll
is
give
the
you-
most cost effective for us. Operations, really nothing going on. We have nothing to report on operations and of course, training with the new reserves in. We're gonna be starting another FTO process, to get the reserves, the new reserves. Of course, their FTO process will be a little bit slower than our other officers because they are not gonna be there as much, but we still will give them the same training. So that's the, personnel issue. I missed one personnel issue. We do have a report date for our 2 new full-time officers all ready to go to the academy. And now I'm forgetting, it's either the 4th or the 8th of September that those new officers will be coming off of our schedule and going to the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy Tier 1 class. They will be, they have their reporting instructions, and we will make sure that they are squared away and ready to go when they leave here to go up there.
Okay.
That was maybe what dates?
Either the 4th or the 8th, I
4th or the
can't
8th,
remember
okay.
which date it was.
May I say one thing?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your officers patrolling Hillside, predominantly up here at Beam Street at the stop sign. Apparently, the young man that was in the car was rather active the other day. So, I'm pretty sure the public is aware now that there's a presence there, and I do thank you
Good.
for that.
Glad that, glad they're out there doing what we're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing. That's what we're paid to do, so.
Yeah,
All right. Any other questions or?
not for me, Terry.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right. Sewer Department.
Well, the only thing I was going to bring tonight was that quote for repair of the number 2 decanter, but I guess since we've started getting word from FEMA, I guess our best course of action would be to hold off on that yet again. At least until we get some clarification, hopefully in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
That's really all there is.
it's just kind of the nature of the beast.
It kind of popped up today, it surprised me, there's, so, yeah.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you to do, really.
Yeah.
Sort of a waiting game.
Glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Yes.
Plant's still operating without a decanter, so
Okay.
it goes on.
Yeah. Anything else you got going on?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay.
Good. Well,
That was easy.
glad you're back at work and everything's,
I'm
everybody's
glad to be
good.
back too. I'm glad everything went smoothly while I was out.
Sure. Yeah, we didn't have any trouble. I didn't hear anything from anybody, so.
There was a few things, I had to come in a couple times, but nothing really too bad. I stayed away from people mostly.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Okay, street department. Don't worry.
Thank you, Tony.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Happy to report that I think we finally got all the bugs and issues worked out from the big dump truck that we got off the sewer plant after the wire fire. So far, knock on wood, it's working, everything seems to be good. So I think Scott finally found that issue and back to school, I'm sure you guys know they go back Wednesday. We've been patching the streets and the holes and doing everything that we can up along the hillside, trimming trees back away from the stop signs, painting the crosswalks. We're gonna get the radar sign moved either tomorrow or Wednesday morning, probably in front of like Jack Zimmerman's house.
Okay.
In that area. I think we've got everything ready for the kiddos and the buses to hit our streets again. North of Main Street, the residential parking only signs are installed and up. Haven't heard complaints yet, but we might.
Good parking.
The culvert in White Oaks that we was working on, we got that replaced now. It's in the same as this other one here, in a couple weeks, month, we need to get in and do the asphalt. work.
Sure.
But the culverts are in, flowing,
Excellent.
I think the lady's happy with the work. And then the last thing I have is the backhoe. I emailed you guys, providing you with the information on it for you to review. I hope that you all got it. Just the, I guess just the key points. In that price that we was kind of looking, I was able to find a brand new machine. In that general price, it's a 2025 Case 580 SV. It's got four-wheel drive, it's got the 4-in-1 front bucket, the thumb on the back, everything that every one of our needs, it has on it. We might need to get another bucket or two down the road for the back, like a ditching bucket, but that price, $125, includes the delivery to town. It's got the full manufacturer warranty because it's a brand new machine. 1 year bumper to bumper, 2 year on the engine, transmission, and then 5 years on the horrible emission stuff that they put on them nowadays. Sure. This is the purchase order. It has a little bit more information about it, but that was included in the email that I sent you
Yeah, I
all.
see.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I know what we was looking at in our last meeting was $117,000 year-old machine. This is $125 for a brand new, full warranty machine, so I feel like that's probably for $5,000, that's probably a good idea to get the full warranty. Just kind of as a reference, I got prices around on different machines. That same machine in the Caterpillar version is about $152,000 through McAllister. That machine in John Deere is about $172,000 through Monroe County John Deere, so.
What was the cost of this one?
It's $125,000.
You said last time, you used a number last time around there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you already
Okay.
kind of,
Sort of bit the bullet.
yeah,
Still need to vote on it though, don't we?
you still have
Yeah.
to vote on it,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Well, I mean, given the information we have on hand, and I know that in the long run, I mean, it'd be good for 20 years, so, and you'll need two at some point versus one. So,
And as I'm sure you know, I've said it several times, we use our backhoe every day for everything, all the time. We've really been lucky that in the last 16 years that we've had this one, that it hasn't completely died longer than a day or so, because it would put us in a bind.
yeah.
So I think having two is gonna be a great addition.
Okay. Well, I would move to approve the invoice from RPM Machinery for a new Case 580 SV four-wheel drive backhoe with all the appropriate for $125,000.
A second.
Okay, you got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
I need to send him a copy of that and get you a copy, so do you want me to bring you a copy tomorrow?
That's
or
fine.
Do you want it tonight? All right, gentlemen, that was everything I had on my list. Scott, do you have anything? Do you have any questions or concerns for us?
Are you gonna be doing some more stump grinding?
The stump grinding, last time I talked to him today, he had 2.5 left. One on North Main and one, I think, on Washington that the car was blocking.
Okay.
But he told me he would try to get it finished this afternoon, depending on the weather, so
Okay.
we're right there, we're all but caught up on it, I believe.
Good.
Did you get a request on a tree on Main Street, right by the Presbyterian Church, leaning? They felt like it was leaning.
I got a request on a tree up there, it's not real real specific as to which one of the three it is.
You can tell.
And okay,
It's
I
so
haven't
obvious.
Yeah.
been out there looking at it yet. I've
Okay.
been going
I'm
10
afraid it's gonna fall any minute. I looked down the
It's
street
a
and
big
it's
tree.
leading towards that church.
Yeah.
It's a big tree.
This is right at Main and North Street?
Yeah.
I'll take a look when I go home.
It's that Presbyterian church, big white brick or.
Right,
It's
right.
all even the market.
Yeah.
There's a little alley runs through there, it's right along the edge of that
Yeah.
alley.
So it's not the one actually on the corner that I was looking at?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
It's a second,
It's,
the real estate business is on the
Yeah.
corner, it's next door to that.
yeah,
Okay,
right there.
well, I thought they meant on the corner of North Street, and
No, no.
I'll check it out and we'll get it the attention that it needs.
Okay,
I was gonna say, I saw the guys working on North Main earlier today, stop grinding, so
Yep.
they're probably pretty close to done.
Yep.
that new house is going in rather quickly. too,
Yeah.
over there, too.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be, I don't know enough about construction to know what them great big walls are.
I don't know either.
A lot of concrete work down in that
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that in Washington Street?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you,
All right,
Tony.
gentlemen.
thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, Parks Board.
Well, we are planning on having a groundbreaking ceremony. If anyone would care to join us on the 6th at 3:30, where the improvement project is going in. We had a meeting Tuesday. Looks like they're going to get underway, I think, the very next day. Just begin work. We've got schedule. Hopefully, they will be done with that project. What'd they say? Thanksgiving was the goal?
Yes, so.
So, you know, things happen, but yeah, so Hunter has the printout here of their work
Yeah.
schedule.
And then
So
the
making
next document's just.
Okay.
good progress on that. We also heard from Marcy a little bit more about the Lilly matching grant, which Hunter referenced earlier with the 80-20. So, you know, they put up the 80, and then anything we have of value already in that counts towards our match. So that's kind of another benefit of doing these projects ahead of time, is it works towards that match. I'm gonna be real careful by Mike Soda, to put us in a better running for that later down the road as well. We still have not heard about whether or not we've received that grant yet. That's still chewing
I'm watching
away.
your hands, not making me nervous.
Keep your hands under the table.
I don't have the top on my
You're
bottle.
gonna sit on it.
Only a Spencer.
So
Only a
I
Spencer.
know that's a bit of a broken record on that, but it was a little bit more hopeful sounding than we've been hearing for the last couple months.
Okay, good.
Bobby, anything else on park business?
Pretty good summer.
Yep, okay. So,
I was gonna add, I attended a seminar down at McCormick's Creek
Mhm.
today, to take part in a panel on behalf of the Parks Board. I was invited by, Cal Hannon to
Okay.
kind of put in 2 cents about trails,
Yeah.
the Mike Path Trail and how it incorporates within the town and everything like that.
great.
So hopefully it brings IU to the table to give us kind of a proposal from where to go from.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, Evan. Planning and zoning.
Had two presentations at the planning zoning. One was by Brett Franklin, who is intending to try to change the zoning on some properties down there in that subdivision. There are some residential homes right now, and they'd like to build a couple of other properties into that. Now, we talked about a very, very preliminary response to him because we wanted inspected by our building inspector and setback lines to see if any variances will be required on that property. Now, he was responsive to that, and we'll be taking that up again. We didn't have enough time when he presented this to be able to get a public notice, so we'll be doing the real public notice on the next occasion anyway. Okay, that was there. The second presentation was by one of our members, Covenant Levy, had presented a series of photographs and some text for what they call auxiliary dwelling units, which are positioned on existing properties that already have a primary structure. Was interesting discussion. We were talking about the availability for these properties to be put in place with a reduced number of bureaucratic processes necessary to get approval. There would still be a comparable to the original structure. In other words, cosmetically similar to the structures. Principally designed to have separate utilities going to those facilities and being for persons that are acquainted with usually the primary owner, usually, you know, children or whatever else and all, mother, father, that kind of thing and all. But there are several examples actually that already exist here in town and in other communities and all. So it's an interesting presentation. We'll probably be following up that with some proposed legislation that might be useful in that regard. So that was done. So we'll have another meeting, of course, yet this month again.
Good, okay, all right, thank you. Redevelopment.
We have a meeting August 20th, and that will be one at which we need to discuss the budget we're going to have. I think some things we're going to need for that purpose is taking a look at what our TIF revenues are and any interface that we need to have with the downtown Spencer Gateway for being one of them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Some of that money from TIF can go toward that.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that in compliance with the new IC codes?
Mhm.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
All right.
We have to be careful. We can only use the one that's in the TIF
That's
one.
Right.
It's allocated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I received an email from the county about there was some developments with that.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Fire territory. Due to the fact that I was in Columbus, Indiana until 7:30 that night, do you have anything?
Yeah, so, there will be a meeting next week. Chief Freeman and I are planning to attend, Gosport's Town Council meeting. Oh, shoot, when is that date? August 26th? Question. Tentative, I'm not really sure what date that is. But there's been discussion of potentially reestablishing the territory and incorporating Wayne Township as well as the town of Gosport as part of a new fire territory.
Okay. All right. Did he expound any on funding or anything for that?
Yes, so there would be a cost from, I think it's Baker Tilly. Yeah, Baker Tilly, it would cost about $40,000 to gather all interested entities that wish to join. That the fire territory would have to pay out, and whether that's a shared cost between all interested parties or some.
Meaning what? The rest of the county or what?
No, so, at this time, it's just Wayne Township and their partnering townships, so that would be, is it Jefferson?
No, Wayne Harrison, Montgomery.
Harrison.
Wayne Harrison, Montgomery.
Wayne Harrison, Montgomery, and
You've got Gosport and you've got, the other one's Poland, of course, is the other fire territory.
Cataract.
You got Cataract, you got Freedom, you have,
That would put all of the revenues from those taxing sources into the fire territory.
Have to figure out.
That's an interesting configuration
You
of
can look them up.
personalities, I would say.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
now,
Figure out where
And I'll leave it at that.
and I only say that just because there's, the discussion right now is just seeing who is interested. We haven't pulled the trigger on getting this set up at this time because you have to have another interested party in order to reestablish. So,
Are they considering rebuilding their garages and stuff? Is that one of Gosport's about to fall down?
yeah, so that would be part of kind of the leverage within, the fire territory that
Mhm.
would be incorporated in that agreement.
Because the fire territory has so much money, because
No,
I went-
because they have so little.
Yeah.
I know, and we can't offer that
Yeah.
money to
Yeah.
build
No.
up garages elsewhere.
Harrison Township's a long ways off, folks.
Well,
Yeah.
each of them have got their own financial issues
Sure.
and
They don't get
challenges.
any money from, in Gosport.
You know,
I
it's,
know.
Yeah.
Nothing, like 30,000 a year or
Yes,
something.
yeah.
and if you talk about supplying infrastructure for all of them
That's tough.
and personnel,
big dollars.
And then add to that tier the management of all of that under a single umbrella of one territory is a real challenge.
It is.
It's just a conversation at this point, and we're just trying to figure out.
It's almost like a fire district where you take
Yeah.
several.
Yeah.
Several.
The only difference would be is that you would still have the same structure in the sense that you have community members involved rather than commissioners. Because the district is directly in the authority of the county.
Okay. All right. Well,
So it's-
okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Hunter.
Yep.
All right. Attorney.
This is purely anecdotal, but I did receive today the results of the first testing that they had done by EPA on the air sampling internal to buildings and all.
Yes.
Okay, in my building, they did not find any of the substances they were looking for, and I don't know what others would have been, but it's interesting that we are just getting these right now. They're doing a second study on these matters that will be conducted, I think, in September, and that will finalize that particular phase of their research and all of
They
that.
got their little boxes where they're
Yeah,
collecting
yeah.
stuff.
But it's just an interesting process, and I still am hopeful that they're going to find that there is a de minimis number of locations that they are concerned about. And I think they've already sort of focused on those already. So it would be good that we would have a lesser footprint of problems than more footprint
sure,
of problems. So
Yeah.
that's that report. I also got a curious email from the attorneys for community cars. Apparently in the site design, there is a need for them to have a tank which probably holds the reservoir of fluids that are maintained in the hydraulics of the automobile repair and stuff like that. They need to have this apparently somewhere near the outside of the building on the east side, I believe.
Okay.
And they're worried about it being on an encroachment of the town. I asked them for drawings and designs so we could really fully understand that, but I have not received anything yet. But it is a issue that we need to have addressed in the site plan and their application for their permit.
Yeah, if they have a tank, they'll have to have an enclosure to put the tank in.
Not only that, but they'll probably have to have access to it to purge it periodically
Yes.
too. So I don't know what encroachments would be involved with that. Third thing is, I think you have all known that SRF is having a positive response to our engineers' applications on these matters. We're going very fast and forward on that. Our finance people at London Woody are submitting the documentation for that and have done so, as a matter of fact. They're expecting something in the next 2 or 3 weeks
Sure.
to hear what their
It's a quick process.
operations might be. As you know, we're asking for approximately a $13 million project to be approved by SRF, and some portion of that will be granted, some will be low-interest loan, but it's the best opportunity we've heard to get all of the improvements we need for this phase to increase our expansion of our sewer plant and its footprint and all, probably for 10 years or more.
I think this was
So
due
much more.
to Commonwealth's second effort on going to the grading sheet.
Sure,
And
yes.
getting improved to make us fundable.
Sure.
Yeah.
It really was.
What they did was they asked them to re-evaluate, rescore
Yeah,
their
rescore.
original impressions and all by introducing them to other aspects of their report, and they agreed and moved us from a position of number 16 to number 6 in their
Yeah,
funding.
in that fundable area.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more thing, I think the commissioners are seeking to have a meeting with all of you kind of thing. We need to coordinate something that appropriately addresses the open door policy and such as that. We'll need to work and coordinate that
Okay,
situation.
yeah, they wanna meet over the sewer plant. And that-
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, why?
They want information to what we're doing and what it's gonna take for them to hook on the new jail.
And there's nothing wrong with any of that, that's fine. And we need to be transparent for them because they need to know how much we are putting into this and what it's gonna take. Unfortunately, what we're being funded for does not, take into account and adequately resource what they need for an expansion of their jail.
Sure. No,
Well, they haven't come up with the flows yet.
no, I know,
Honestly.
I know. Yeah, they still don't, I don't know why they're dragging their feet so bad. So, the Hasselberg thing got put off,
Yes.
and
And we're going to do some things about that. I'm talking with the attorney for the defendant, and apparently he's not able to communicate with Mr. Hasselberg for whatever reason. So we're going to accelerate something there.
okay, all right. Okay.
His attorney?
His attorney, yeah,
Yeah.
he can't get a hold of him.
Oh, maybe you can, but you still can't communicate.
Yeah, that might be too. The EPA tanks down at the sewer plant,
Yes.
have you any idea when they're gonna move those?
So I'm not sure, one of them is empty, so I'm not sure why that hasn't been moved already.
Yeah.
But the other one, they were waiting, in this month they'll be able to, finish that last one off, and then I assume they'll probably take both at once. So sometime this month, I think they just got testing back on that second one. Let me make sure here, so.
Yeah, I hadn't received a firm answer from Dion.
Are they still drilling test wells?
So, no, well, they have supposedly finished this phase of drilling.
Okay.
That being said, I don't know if there's more drilling to occur,
Well,
which,
Well, they haven't found a whole lot,
no.
so,
Their footprint on, the plant has been really small. We've hardly seen it.
okay.
And when it has been, it's been like one or two.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, we did just get, today we got the results on the last tank, so that should be pumped out here.
Shortly,
I would imagine in the next week or two.
okay, all right.
And hopefully they'll get rid of the tanks right after that.
Yeah, would be nice if you, so you could have your space. Yeah.
To my knowledge, they had planned on putting they're scaling down their sampling, and they had to just the existing permanent wells. And so they were going to put it in 55-gallon drums, which is obviously a lot less unsightly. There's a lot more places they could put them.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any recently, so I don't know if they've done any drilling or any sampling.
Okay. I haven't seen them drill any place either, so, all right. All right. Anything else, Richard?
No, good.
Okay. Old business. Anything?
I got new business.
Okay, new business.
Yeah. We had a set up with Okra to come in and talk to us.
Yes.
But we need to reschedule that because there was confusion on
They came at the wrong time.
who was where and what happened.
Oh,
Actually, when they called, they said they were coming through town, could
Mhm.
they
Meet
meet at
then.
4 o'clock?
Yeah.
And they came through at 3 o'clock, and they
Yeah.
were happy to keep on going.
They've got a new regional plan, and they're really narrowing it down to what your requirements are in your small town, instead of what the requirements are in Indianapolis. So it's our opportunity to really get our foot in the door and tell them what we need down here at Spencer.
sure. Good deal. They give you any idea when they
Yeah,
was gonna
on the
meet?
reschedule.
No, haven't heard.
No.
Okay.
Didn't call and see.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Will you call or do you want me to call?
I'll call.
Okay.
They were traveling back from a meeting in Indianapolis and said, could
That
they
was heading
stop
in,
in
yeah,
on their
sure,
way?
sure.
And they were going back to
All
Yeah.
right.
some wherever that is that they go to, and they were Lagodi or someplace.
Yeah,
So
got
they
Lagodi,
were
yeah.
Anxious to get back.
Yeah.
If you
Sure,
could.
sure. It's a trip.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, any other new
Did they even
issues?
slow down or did they shout through their window?
Any public comment? Bobby? Nothing? Anybody else? Okay. Well, we'll do acceptance of claims and we'll call the meeting. Thank you.
All right.
guys.
Meeting,
Appreciate it.
said it's a meeting.
It's a meeting.
You'll follow up with the county on when they wanna meet, Richard? You'll follow up with the county whenever they wanna meet?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way that we can do this. I'm thinking we may want to call this a site visit as a way of trying to
Yeah, probably
coordinate what needs to be done,
Okay.
So they
because
can all show
we need
up?
Commonwealth here as well,
Yeah.
because they really wanna hear from Commonwealth and ought to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Sure, absolutely.
The routing to Commonwealth will know how they're gonna route that. to
Yeah.
get to it.
Okay.
But Commonwealth needs to hear what they're gonna say too. actually.
Yeah,
It's also
yeah.
true, yeah.
That'd be a good idea also. All right.
There's a gray looking car, and he was doing 35
You wanna keep that, that's the,
Yes.
okay. So, you got claims? Okay.
See them,
You can have it.
at least the pink page I see.
On the Spencer Gateway project, how much of that is financed with anything so far? Any part of
We
it?
have paid, the town of Spencer has paid for the draw, for the,
Yeah, but no part of the construction.
no, and
No.
We had
there
it.
is no construction yet, and that is up to, the Gateway project is not our project, it's Main
True.
Street's.
We
So-
had an earlier design too, I don't know if there's any cost to that or not.
No,
Okay, it's this second one.
yes, we even
Yeah,
changed
what was
to
it,
we,
14,000?
Oh,
14 is what I'm remembering.
I have one more thing I forgot. We had one page that needed to be signed that we didn't get signed for the World Art Center, okay? The tabs there, and just as you did last time, it's already authorized.
here they are,
Okay.
Excuse me.
here they are.
Thank you.
Got two signatures there, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheryl, you're a test on those two lines as well.
Have we heard back from Duke on the streetlight thing at all? Are they moving forward on that?
It's in schedule.
Okay.
Now. I'm waiting to hear back from,
I just read Duke Energy was the first bill there.
so, when Steve's supposed to email me back when they're coming in.
Okay.
It's out of his hands right now.
That's it. Just that one page missed.
He's hoping to hear
Got
back
all the
soon
rest.
when they're gonna actually start installing lights, so he's
What
hopeful
all does
that it'll
Julie
start
need?
this year.
I don't know how she's gonna go.
I mean, we need one more
I don't
sheet.
either, but I mean-
Cheryl, the signing page. Could you just want me initial the bottom
Oh, I'm sorry.
or?
Does she need to
The
know
white
who
one.
the property owners are?
Nope, that's fine.
You
Thank you.
know who the property owners are of those tracks?
Owner is for that, I mean, we know it's, Martin, whatever.
Is it just one owner or is there more than one? Okay.
So, yeah, and that's not part of our
I just have a little question
gateway.
about
We
that.
can move ahead with the gateway.
It seems like awful hot.
And the gateway, I forget, she didn't say how much.
It's a water usage.
I know.
It went
Yeah.
under the Main Street
Yes,
direction? Okay.
yes.
What is it
So
normally?
she
And-
was
Well,
trying to try
you
to
know,
raise
I don't
money
know.
for it.
So that's really good.
What was,
They end up coming back to us.
what was you wanted to get
That
out
and
of
sewer
that?
plant
are always
Tiffany.
behind.
Right.
$5,800.
I want to know how to contact the owner of that
Good,
property.
Ryan.
She wants to ask me
Yeah,
to
yeah.
donate it to the town.
We may have something
And
on
you know
that.
what, I want her, I've been talking to her about it, maybe you need to have her come in, because I think she should make a presentation just like this.
Well, it'll all be in the emails if we get all these.
And then dedicate the park to him or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And if he doesn't wanna do it, I think we should have to put in Boston and get like, that's where the donations might come, but we might get more people involved, you know what I mean? This is
Well,
potentially gonna change the town by putting that there.
there's two avenues. One, there ultimately is an avenue of condemnation if you have a municipality involved, okay? But a better plan would be a private purchase and all, or purchase plus
Right.
donation and kind of thing and
Yes.
all. We just gotta know, we don't know what tenor she's receiving when she talks to the other side at all.
I agree. And she's a little bit pushy, and I would,
No,
she's my friend, I can say that.
Who are you talking about now?
Julie. And she has to approach somebody who probably takes women anyway. And I think we should present it that this is an opportunity for him, that this could be his
this is gonna
Dedicated
require
to
a little
Yeah.
bit of tact and
Yes.
and
Yeah.
diplomacy, yeah.
So I
We
think,
would even put a plaque out there
yes,
if you needed it, you know.
Yeah,
yes.
put his cute little Martin symbol on it.
says well, I mean, he owns it, he doesn't have to put any money in, all he has to donate the property. And who would own the property?
Well,
You're saying
that's an issue.
He thinks that it should be turned over to the town of Spencer.
That would
And that
be,
would be
Yes.
tax free.
that would be,
Yes.
because then we would maintain it.
Right, yes.
And it would be
Can you,
insured.
she's gonna call like 10:05 tomorrow. So can you talk to Tiffany and say, we wanna talk to you about how this is all, we just can't give you a telephone number, we need to talk how we're gonna approach this.
I'm thinking that the value on that corner property in that location is probably significant.
I think so
Potential
too.
for you know.
He says it's, there's nothing parked there, and that it's, they're using it for their lives.
It's just a beat up, busted up
No,
concrete.
we saw that picture, there's nothing there.
They had temporarily moved them there.
On the pink one,
Yeah,
the bill for the water company, $1,500 and some dollars.
oh, it's always that way.
Is it pretty-
500 for, that's what they use for their,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, just wanted to make sure.
it's always that way.
All right,
They're just repaving it to look a lot better. But those pictures are compelling.
I'm gonna make a motion that we accept claims as presented.
Second?
Second, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Yeah, I think we had to.
Aye.
put it easy.
Aye.